Welcome to the WEDT Halloween special, and a very happy Halloween to you. Or should I say All Hallows Eve? I'm Chris Bird, and joining me tonight in the lair is Luisa Torres.
I'm glad to be here, Chris.
You see, the Halloween we know today was not always about tricks and treats, but had a much more ghastly background. 2,000 years ago, the Celts celebrated Samhain on November 1st, literally translating to summer's end, an appropriate title to mark the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter. However, the Celts believed that when the season of life met the season of death, the spirits of the dead could roam freely amongst the living for one night, the night of October 31st. On that night, they would light bonfires, leave food and wine on their doorstep, and wear masks whenever they left the house in an attempt to confuse the spirits and make them believe that they were spirits as well. Sound familiar yet? Then in the 8th century, Pope Gregory the Great reinvented this pagan ritual to celebrate the Christian saints and established November 1st as All Saints' Day or All Hallows' Day. The night before became All Hallows' Eve, where the Samhain traditions would continue to be practiced. When the Great Potato Famine of 1845 struck Ireland, 1 million Celtic farmers came over to America and brought those traditions with them. The bonfire shrunk down to a candle inside a gourd, making the first jack-o'-lanterns. The food and wine left out turned into candy, and the name shortened out to just Halloween. To get things started on this ghoulish evening, a good party drink is in order. A little lubrication for ghosts and goblins alike. The hosts of the hit WEDT series, The Cutting Board, yes, the one and only McKenna Griffin, along with correspondent Casey Winstead, are here to share with us his recipe for spooky beverages for Halloween.
Hello, and welcome to The Cutting Board. My name is McKenna Griffin, and with me today is...
Casey Winstead.
And today we're going to start off with a nice spooky drink. First thing we'll need is ginger ale, if I'm not mistaken?
2 cups of it,
2 cups.
if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
All right.
Ooh.
Just add one
Oh,
more.
and one more cup? Okay, excuse me. This drink is good for pretty much all events, anything Halloween-based parties, just hanging out in your living room. Really brings it all together, a festive drink.
Alrighty.
And what are you pouring in here right now?
Pineapple juice.
Pineapple.
Regular 100% pineapple juice.
How much pineapple juice do you need?
We're gonna add 1 whole quart. Oh wait, 46 ounces, my bad.
46 ounces of pineapple juice.
Alright.
All right. What's next? What do we need next?
Alright, we're gonna add 2 packets of lime drink mix.
Oh, Kool-Aid. Here we go. And what you want to do, this Kool-Aid's going to give it that nice green texture that you're looking for, that nice Halloween-y feel. And, oh, can't have a drink without a lot of sugar, right?
1 cup.
1 cup.
Cup of sugar.
All right, there we go. Perfect. And now, all we need to do is just make sure that sugar gets nice and dissolved, because no one likes a crunch with their drink. Just spin it around all nice and neat. Very green, very good. And looks about dissolved, don't you think?
I think so.
All right. And put a little dry ice. You can get that nice spooky feel. Now, remember, parents out there, don't let your kids grab the dry ice. Handle that with caution, because if it's so cold, it's gonna burn. Isn't that right, Casey?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, and a little bit more in there. And that is how you make the perfect beverage for any Halloween style event. If you stay tuned, we'll be right back with Casey showing us, what are you showing us again?
How to carve a pumpkin.
All right, that sounds fantastic. We'll be right back after this. Want some?
No, you taste that one.
After slugging down a couple of those babies, you'll be ready for an honored Halloween tradition, pumpkin carving. Here again is Casey Winstead and McKinnon Griffin.
Hello, welcome back to the cutting board. And today we're going to be shown how to make a jack-o'-lantern.
Yep. All right. For starters, you're going to pick out a pumpkin that you really like. You're going to carve a circle around the top of the stem and take it out. And there's going to be a bunch of seeds in it. You'll use a scooper and scrape off the sides of it. And then you'll pick out all the seeds and things that you want to save.
On it. Yeah. I'm trying to save some of these seeds out of this other goopy stuff. There we go. Is that good?
All right. That looks good to me.
All right.
All right. And then you're going to draw a face onto your pumpkin. Pick the side that looks the best, you know, obviously. And then you're going to carve out his eyes and his mouth.
Need a hold.
And punch him out. And their mouth. Whoop.
Nice.
There you go. And then light him up with a candle.
Nice. Some of the things that you can save from the jack-o'-lantern and the pumpkin is pumpkin seeds. Something I like to do if you're having a bunch of friends over and you're going to be doing a lot of this pumpkin carving, you can make a relatively easy snack for everyone. You preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and once you get the seeds out, you just grab some salt and just spread that around over the top of all the seeds. And then if you're like me and you're a garlic lover, just get some garlic powder at any local convenience store and just lightly spread that around the seeds as well. And you drown a little bit of liquid butter over the top of that and put it in the oven, and in 20 minutes you'll have a really easy, delicious snack for you and whoever else you decide to share it with. We will be right back. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with a festive salsa dip. Thank you.
Barton College students all have their own opinions and ideas about the country's second most popular holiday, and WEDT reporter Jamul Gordon presents this segment featuring interviews he conducted on campus.
Why do you wear costumes?
So people won't know your face when you do something bad.
To get treats.
I don't wear costumes on Halloween.
What? I think it's fun. It's just something fun to do.
For fun?
Where does candy corn come from?
factory somewhere in Mexico or China.
I don't know, but you get it at the grocery store.
Well, if according to like Newton's laws and stuff, I think it was like invented a few centuries ago.
I don't know. The factory?
Kansas.
I don't know.
The store.
Start off as seeds, and then they grow up the tree. And once they grow up the tree, they come down like bananas. But instead of coming out as bananas, they come out as candy.
I don't know. That's just sugar, so it doesn't come from corn. Factories.
What phobia will you suffer from on Halloween?
Something's touching me in the dark. That'd scare me. That would get me.
A clown knocking on my door.
Just scary mass in general. Maybe being scared of the perverts, I don't know.
I don't like kids dressed up as bumblebees.
I don't know, being locked in a closet, a scary closet.
I don't think I have one.
Getting snatched by somebody.
The dark. I don't like the dark.
What is the most popular outfit?
Playboy bunny or nurse.
Slutty nurse. Like some girls trying to be some cats or something.
The sexy cop.
A cat.
Steve Jobs.
Elsa from Frozen.
Let
They just can't let it go.
Candle.
A lot of hooker costumes.
How do you kill a vampire?
You call Buffy.
You hold up a cross.
Kill a vampire with a stake. You put a stake in the vampire's heart and they die. Also, extreme exposure to sunlight can totally diminish a vampire's energy, and then therefore they'll be more susceptible to a stake attack. But yeah, pretty much knives don't get them. You need a stake. And you need.
You can kill them with like a cross or something or some holy water. A wooden stake? Do they?
With your hands.
You stab it.
With silver anything, like a chain or like a bullet or a nail or...
Garlic.
With a steak.
Yeah. Yeah, with a steak, a wooden steak.
What scares you?
Anything below a C on my report card.
Clowns.
I'm for real.
And spiders.
Yeah, spiders.
Sharks.
Chainsaws.
Not much. I don't technically get scared. I guess somebody jumps out of a bush at me, then I might get scared if we're talking specifically Halloween night. But I mean, I recognize that, costumes are just costumes, and I don't necessarily get scared on Halloween night. Maybe the darkness, that could get me, but that's about it.
There's not much that scares me.
Water.
That's what I say. I don't get tired.
Water. I'm scared of drowning. Can't swim.
I don't like snakes. I don't know. I don't know what scares me.
The dark.
Clowns. They're pretty scary on Halloween. Santa on Halloween. Santa shouldn't come out on Halloween. That's just creepy.
Nothing.
Batman. I already got my Batman socks on right now. I am Batman. So, yeah, that's #1 pick for me for...
Oh, last year I was a Ninja Turtle, and this year I think we're going to be Alvin and the Chipmunks. Well, last year I was a Power Ranger.
Last year I didn't do it, but this year I'm gonna be Theodore.
A firefighter.
A shark. Because sharks are cool.
At what age should you stop trick-or-treating?
I ain't never stopped.
12.
Well, at the Katie age could trick or
Yeah.
treat.
14.
Never.
12, maybe? I think that's a good age.
I never trick-or-treated in my life.
Never.
Stay young forever.
I'm still trick-or-treating to this day.
I think, just any children's age, maybe up to 11, 12, 13 even, you know.
What will Hannah Montana be for Halloween?
A wrecking ball.
Hopefully a nun. Sober. A pencil.
Huh. Alright.
Some type of stuffed animal.
Yeah, she already dressed up as. Hopefully something good and decent.
Oh shit. Probably a donut or something.
What she's not gonna be. Let's hope she's Hannah Montana again.
I don't know. She kind of remind. I don't know, man.
Everyone may have their own opinion about Halloween, but we think the last recipe this evening will garner the same reaction from everybody. Joining McKinnon on the cutting board set this time is our reporter from Romania, the land of vampires. We are sure you will enjoy this segment featuring WEDT special correspondent Daria Avram as she and McKinnon cook up some brain salsa dip.
Hi, welcome to the cutting board. My name is McKinnon Griffin, and today my special guest with me is
Daria Avram.
And today for the special Halloween special, we're going to make brain dip avocado dressing. And the first thing you need for this is cauliflower, right, Daria?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And the first thing we're going to do here is just peel off this skin and just cut off the stem. You ever make this before, Daria?
No, honestly, no, I haven't.
You haven't? You guys don't eat this, but where are you from, Daria?
I'm from Romania, but I lived in Spain, and we don't celebrate Halloween too much. So this is new.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, first thing we're going to do is cut off the stem. You just got to rip this stuff off. Grab your knife and just scissor right in there. Cut it right out. Nice and easy. There we go. And the next step to it is hollow out the cauliflower. We're going to start making an incision right in here. You don't need to go too deep because we don't want to take away from the sides of it, so we don't get that take away from all the fun braininess of the cauliflower. Cut a little bit deeper in there, and then there we go. That's step one. Daria, how are we gonna do what's the next step?
Avocado?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that the next step?
All right, you show me.
Okay. So we're gonna cut the avocado into 2 pieces.
Oh, watch your hand there.
I'm not gonna cut myself like you.
Okay. Oh, ouch.
Just kidding. Doesn't have to be even because we're gonna smash after that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Then we twist. Okay. One side just came out, so that's great. Take the spoon and take the avocado out.
Oh, nice. You know, I'll get started on getting this stem out. This is the fun part here, is where you can make these goofy eyes. Easiest way to get a stem out is to get a nice chef's knife, insert it in here, and twist. Okay, maybe not today.
Not today.
Maybe I should have let you do that one.
Okay, sure.
I'll get this knife. Just twist it on out of there, pop lock, and drop it. Good to go. Nice. So we want, cutting the stem sometimes releases a little bit more flavor.
Want to try to use this?
Yeah, that might help. Thank you. Good to go. And you want to get that next part? Cool. Now this is a very festive dip. It's good for kids, families, anyone of all ages. Now the next part that we can do is use these Twizzlers to make what looks like brain and blood and all this nice good stuff over here. We can just weave that around. Best way to do that is to just make some little bit more incisions, give it some gaps to put it in there. sometimes they make the Twizzlers a little bit too thick. You can really use anything though. I like the Twizzlers because I love the taste. A lot of other people, or a lot of other ways to do it is you can get a toothpick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can grab a toothpick and just put a little red food coloring on it and just lightly paint it. I'm not that artistic though, so I can't do that. There we go. Just rip it apart. Ah, good to go. Got almost all of it in there?
Almost all of it. It's a bit hard. But
Yeah, make sure to buy your avocados in season.
yes, definitely. That would help a lot. When they're soft, they would just come out perfectly fine, but otherwise, this is what happens.
Same thing with cauliflower. Cauliflower can be soft. Now that we got all that stuff in there?
Yeah.
Oh, good to go. And after all that, this should be your final product.
Wow.
Using the avocado seeds and making the eyes, the dressing in the middle to make that nice brainy look to it, and then chips so that we can eat. Well, this is the final product. Thank you for stopping by. Again, I'm your host, McKinnon Griffin.
And Daria Avram.
This is the cutting board.
Witches are part of the Halloween tradition, and they have a storied history in our country. Based upon the Salem witch trials of 1693, WEDT reporter Wyatt Kimbrough offers this variation of the history of witchcraft.
One morning, Thackeray Binks, at the age of 14 or 15, was awoken by the sound of a woman singing off into the distance. He looked over to his right for his sister Emily, who was 9 years old, and Emily's bed was empty. As Thackeray awoke, he looked out the window and saw a woman running into the woods with his little sister Emily following closely behind. Thackeray cried her name, "Emily, Emily." She did not reply, and she continued to follow the woman into the woods. Thackeray went and awoke his friend Thomas and told them to go get his parents from the farm and let them know that his sister was in grave danger. Thackeray put on his shoes and jacket and took off after his sister. He kept crying her name, "Emily, Emily," through the woods. She did not turn around and she did not respond. She kept following the sound of the woman's voice off deep into the dark forest. After several minutes of chasing his sister, stumbling into rocks, falling down, and injuring himself many times, Thackeray looked up to see his sister walking right into an ancient cottage that had steam coming from the chimney and 3 women standing on the front porch. As his sister entered the cottage, the women followed her and slammed the door shut. Thackeray climbed up the windmill on the side of their house and looked in through the window. There before his sister stood 3 older women. Those women were known as the Sanderson sisters, who had been rumored to be practicing witchcraft. The Sanderson sisters gathered around Emily Binks as they created a magic potion in their cauldron. As Thackeray, in deep horror, watched from above on the rafters in the old cottage, the witches put different ingredients and sang and made this ancient spell that would allow them to suck the life out of young 9-year-old Emily Binks to restore them from their ancient days to their younger years so they could live forever. As they had brewed the potion, the recipe was almost complete, and Thackeray Binks emerged out of nowhere, pushing the cauldron over. However, there was just enough left for the witches to still give one tiny dosage to young Emily Binks. They grabbed Thackeray and tied him up, locked him in the closet. They gave Emily the final dosage of the potion they had created, which allowed them to suck the life right out of her. And before their very eyes, small, infant, little Emily Binks' brown hair turned white, and her skin began to fade. She began to have wrinkles all over her body, and her body suddenly grew smaller and smaller. Within minutes, the sisters looked themselves in the mirror and could see they had decreased age significantly, dropping 40, maybe 50 years. After Emily sitting there helpless, not able to say a word, and still under the curse and the song of the witches, they brought out Thackeray Binks and told him, "Your punishment should not be to die, but to live forever with the guilt of watching us kill your sister." The three witches opened up their magic book, which it said that Satan himself gave them. They opened their book, searched for many minutes until they had found the right thing to do. They started to sing and started to enchant Thackeray Binks. Within minutes, Thackeray Binks had shrunk many, many feet in size. His skin had completely changed, and he was no longer human. Before they knew it, Thackeray Binks had turned into a small, black cat. Within minutes, before they could hide the girl and dispose of the cat, there was many banging and knocking on their door. They opened it to find all the townsfolk and the Binks' parents wanting answers and wanting to know what they had done with their children. After the masses entered their cottage, they captured all three witches and brought them to the oak tree that hung outside of their cottage. Thackeray Binks exited the house, meowing, trying to get his parents' attention. They just kept shooing the cat away because they did not know it was their son. They grabbed their daughter and tried to get her out as quickly as possible. They were unable to, and Emily was already gone. They got noose and tied the witches' necks up to that great big oak tree that hung outside their cottage, made them stand on barrels. And they asked the three Sanderson sisters, Winifred, Mary, and Sarah, if they had any last requests. At last, the three began to sing and said, as long as a candle remained in their cottage and was lit on All Hallows Eve of October 31st, no matter the year, they could return to flesh. But for one night only, and in that one night, they would have the opportunity to once again suck the life out of children to restore their age and live forever. With that, the barrels were pushed and the witches were hung. That happened well over 300 years ago. And it is said, if you take a trip to Salem, West Virginia, and visit the now Salem Monument, the Sanderson Sisters Cottage, you will still see a black cat roaming the cottage. Or if a light turns on, you may see the silhouette of a cat. Thackeray Binks still resides there, protecting the candle, to make sure that no one lights the candle and allows the witches to return. Thank you, and happy Halloween.
We like to feature movies as part of our Halloween special, and this year we have 2 good ones. The first is a scary tale about a psychotic killer loose on the streets of Wilson. WEDT filmmaker Lashley Winter released the feature last year, but this is the world broadcast premiere of his movie, Cypher.
I'm serious. You doing track next year?
Yeah, I plan on it. Are you doing cheer squad?
Hell no. Unless we get new coaches.
Let's go take a seat over there.
Okay.
What classes are you taking?
Next semester?
Mm-hmm.
Some lab. I got 2 labs, and I have math, 130. I think that's it. That's gonna be all my semester, just some nursing classes.
Gosh, mine too. I'm so ready to graduate. I'm so sad.
I really want this money.
True though. You gonna share it with me too?
Hell no.
Oh, wait 1 second. Please don't kill me! Quick!
Hello? Oh, what's up, my dude? I'm on my way now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, just give me 5. Alright, man. Yeah. You get on my nerves.
Muscle.
just changed my timing belt, man. What now? Yo, man. Yes, my car, man. I don't know, man. It just shut off on me in the hood, man. I'm stuck, man. Please come get me. Yeah. Who the hell was that, man?
Breaking news out of Jamestown, where multiple reports of a mass killer have been circulating. Authorities say a killer known by the name of Cypher has been running around with a machete, cutting off his victims' heads and harvesting them for his own.
Yo. Yeah, I just got a new shipment. Yeah, meet me at the spot. Yo, where the hell you at? I've been at the spot for 20 minutes now. Where you at? Man, hurry up.
Don't go out tonight. And if you do, watch out for the Maniacs Loose right here in Wilson. Closing out the program this evening is another 2015 WEDT production, starring the one and only Bella Gano. We are proud to offer the world broadcast premiere of The Wraith of Wilson.
What are you reading anyway? We're supposed to be studying. The history of Wilson? Nothing ever happens in Wilson.
Did you know that there are several unsolved murders in Wilson in the 70s?
What?
It says here the victims had their throats cut.
Oh my.
It says a co-ed.
A co-ed?
And the murders just abruptly stopped in 1974. 1974.
Well, thank God that was years ago. A long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
So, what is it about the chapel anyway? You know, in the 70s, everybody had chapel every day.
What?
This was really a religious school back then. Everybody had a mandatory chapel attendance every day.
Really? Jensen, do you believe in gods? Heaven, hell, good, evil, that sort of thing?
Why, yes, I suppose. Do you?
I think so. I feel spiritual when I go to the chapel. More alive or something.
I know it was her. I saw her. I saw her.
No. No.
Thomas, please. I've been doing some research in textbooks saved from the fire. Some victims, under the right circumstances, never pass over. They're stuck between this place and somewhere else.
This world. Someplace else. Heaven? Hell? I know I'm stuck here, and I pray every day that Cameron's in heaven. I live in a pine box. In the basement. I haven't seen daylight in 35 years.
That night back in '74, when you first came to live here. You don't remember it. Never seen a happier young couple. You two were practically inseparable, so infatuated in love. But that night, when you two were leaving chapel, I could feel the dark before I got here. Everyone else was already gone. The resident vampire in Wilson then was quite evil, unlike you. I knew something horrible had happened. I had a bottle of holy water. I don't know why. I thought it would help. You were already gone. She'd never cross over. She's immortal. She's been wandering. I think looking for you.
Oh, Father.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be okay. Just let it all out. Your hair's gotten longer.
Thank you.
So, what are you reading? The History of Wilson?
No, actually, it's about ghosts.
Ghosts?
You know, it says that wraiths can leave the spiritual world and become mortal again.
Wraiths?
A wraith is an apparition, a ghost that looks exactly like the deceased.
Cameron, you don't believe in ghosts, do you?
I do. I do. It says here that wraiths will wander around for eternity until she revisits the site of her death.
She?
Well, it could be a he, I guess. A kiss from her one true love.
You're really into the supernatural stuff, aren't you?
I am.
You know I hate it when you do that.
You're right. It is her. I saw her. She makes me thirsty.
I know. Let's go upstairs.
All these years, you have protected me, housed me, hidden me, and fed me.
And volunteering at the blood bank. Vampires always return to live where they feel safest, yet you've never left here, never taken another life.
Thanks to you.
I know this is not the life you would have chosen.
Now she is so near that I cannot condemn her to be like me. I love her. I want her. But
there is a way you can have her.
She's a wraith, condemned to wander like me. But she can see daylight, and
there is a catch, but you can have her. You have a choice to make. Either eternity in darkness, or the pathway to the light. Cameron could go with you to live in darkness for the rest of eternity, or the kiss of one true love can change a wraith and vampire back into human. You would become mortal, and you would die, as would Cameron, eventually. But you both are so young that you and Cameron could both live in the light for many years. And if you believe,
Hey, I want you to have my book.
But you don't want it anymore?
No, I'm done with it. But you might enjoy reading about wraiths. Here.
Why, thanks. Wait, where are you going?
I'm going to church. But I'm sure I'll see you later.
Okay, thanks. Well, I'll see you later.
I'm sure you will. Bye.
she's here.
I know.
I'll miss you.
I won't. I have a feeling I'll see you again soon enough.
you have enjoyed a WEDT Halloween. We have certainly enjoyed bringing it to you. Thank you for visiting my humble home. I'm Chris Bird.
And I'm Luisa Torres.
Happy Halloween.